if you missed the show with Tyler Kluver Sunday, that was a fun one. 2+ hours. We just chomped it up a bit and talked about his career and talked about his memories of trick plays. We had a half-hour discussion on trick plays because he's the first person that I've really gotten a chance from an inside perspective, besides LeVar Woods, to ask, what happened to the trick plays? Like, you guys ran all kinds of trick plays from 2017. Tyler was done at Iowa in 2018, I believe. I could be wrong on that. Maybe he was done in no, I think it was 18. Regardless, doesn't matter. They stopped running trick plays.
Let me guess what the answer was. They didn't want to take the ball out of the hands of Spencer Petras or Deacon Hill.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what. No, I think in summary, what he says is sort of what LeVar said. I don't totally accept it, and I told him that. I don't totally accept it just because it doesn't seem feasible to me totally. But basically the explanation was they're still there, but the look has to be exact for them to run it. And they have been, like, he's seen it on TV since then. He has recognized that they're in a fake set, and then they audible out of it last second. The only reason why I question it a little bit is they ran so many in 2017 and 18. I mean, we ran through them, like the infamous polecat play, Colin Rastetter, the Iowa punter, throwing back to Tyler Kluver. And it was a beautiful play because Tyler had to snap the ball, pause, and then go to sell the fake. And he's all by himself. And of course, the pass was a little underthrown. He caught it for a first down, but he had a walk-in touchdown had he stayed on his feet, and he couldn't. And then they scored the next play on the Stanley to Hawkinson rifle play in the back of the end zone. But also 2017, they had a pass from Rastetter, I believe it was, to A.J. Epinesa for a first down out of a punt formation. And then they had a play in 2018 where they lined up very strange for. It was one of the oddest situations. They lined up. Remember, we've shown it on this channel before. They lined up in this odd formation where the long snapper was basically standing by himself, and he was a lefty long snapper, and he literally turns and shovel passes to T.J. Hawkinson to his right, who runs end around for a touchdown. It was such a strange decision play. And then also 2018, they had a play against Penn State, you'll recall, where Rastetter threw the ball over the top of Sam Brinks, an Iowa defensive lineman, over his shoulder, and he made a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch for a touchdown. That was just back to back to back, all these different plays within the 2-year span. And it really, after 2019, we didn't see much of anything else as far as planned fakes. I think Tory Taylor got in trouble for trying to run for a first down in 22 against Ohio State, it might have been.
Oh, yeah.
He should have been able to make it. He just doesn't have great legs. He's got great legs. He's got a great leg, but he doesn't have a great running leg. He's not real fast. And so anyways, maybe we'll see more trick plays this year. One thing that was brought up is in Iowa's defense, they've had some really crap offenses since 2020. Now, the offense was good in 2020, but it was a COVID-reduced year, so maybe that plays into not running as many fakes. And then 21, the offense was crap. 22, the offense was crap. 23, the offense was crap. So maybe you feel there's less margin for error. You just don't take that risk. 24, the offense was starting to be better, but it was the first year of instituting a new offense. And so maybe in year 2, okay, now we have confidence. We're growing. The run game's back. O-line's better. Wide receiver room's going to be good. And so now maybe we have an opportunity to run more fakes. So that's something that I hope we'll see. I'm sure I'll ask LeVar Woods that in a week. I'm sure he'll give me the politician's answer, but I still got to ask the question. But, it was good to chomp it up with Tyler a bit. Him and I went to high school together. He was a year ahead of me. We knew each other. So Marshalltonians or Marshalltownians, whatever you want to say. And so people can check that out on demand, and then we'll have Coach Patterson with us tomorrow night.
I'm just going to raise one other statistic from that Ohio State game, and we won't dwell on it because we've got our guests coming in here. But just so many odd things about that game. So has Iowa scored have they ever scored that many points since that game? They scored 55 points in that game. I don't remember them scoring 55 points against anybody since then.
I think this is going to be racking my memory. Go look up 2016. 2016 would have been the year before. Check out Iowa, Illinois 2018. Can you look that up real quick?
Sure.
Maybe I think it was 2016 is the game I was thinking of, but they had a 63-0 burger.
Yeah,
on Illinois, but that might have been in 2016, a year before Ohio State.
So they scored more points than they've scored in, whether this comes through on this game you're talking about. So in 2018, they scored 48 against Minnesota and 42 against Indiana. But that was the 63-0 game against Illinois.
Oh, it was. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. So regardless, but Illinois was incredibly horrible.
They scored a lot. Wait a minute. We got your buddy Matt Zemek. They scored a lot of points against USC in the Holiday Bowl that year. I don't think it wasn't
49.
49. Yeah. So they scored a lot. That offense was pretty good.
The point is they scored 55 points. Now they did throw some tricks in there, and they had a pick 6 to get it started, but they scored 55 points against probably the best defense they faced that year and one of the best defenses in the country. That's the aberration.
Yeah, and it's not like everything was created on short fields. Yeah, you had the Amani Hooker pick 6, you had 3 Josh Jackson interceptions, but one of those interceptions was down near the goal line. And they made some long drives out of Ohio State that year. And so looking back, it's amazing. I didn't know it. We didn't know it in the moment, Mark. But looking back at 2017 to 2019, led by Nate Stanley, those were pretty good offenses. I mean, relative to what we've seen from Iowa in the last 5 years, they're pretty good offenses.
Well, they were prolific compared to what we've seen.
Okay, well, just calm down. So maybe we'll get a return to that this